Welcome to ALPOUGH. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought. I'm an adult of my love, and I love you. And I want to welcome you today and this week to the ALPOUGH Show, where we talk about all kinds of things. And today, I think, is important as we start this week. And there's one of the things that just hit me. I know Friday I did a show was where has the love gone? And then the weekend passed and it's over last couple of weeks and the actual thing that came up to me today was where has fun gone? Where has fun gone? Number 140, today's number 140 show today. And the whole thing for me what came up, and I've been seeing like in the Olympics especially, and sports and everything over the last 20 years or more, 25 years, how things have changed. Fun. What's fun mean? Enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure. Okay. Boisterous joviality or merrymaking. Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Entertainment. All right. What's happened to fun? Now, this is my 65th year, and I've seen the evolution of fun. All right. For example, old fun. Old fun. When I was growing up, we had no money. We're kids. We didn't have no cars. Okay. So we always figured out games to play. Now, some of those old games was hide and go seek. Hide and go seek was one of the most funnest games growing up that we always had. You didn't need anybody. You didn't need a ball or anything. Okay. And so just having fun, trying to find each other and running back to the pole or whatever it was. And as many people could play that game. And of course, the last person who showed up was basically it. Okay. It might have been on that one, the first person who got found was it. But you wanted to avoid being it. All right. So the person, you could call it be the first person or the last person had to be the one to go hide and seek. We also had games like Foursquare. All you needed was a ball, or hop skip, hop skip. Remember? Or there was jump rope, things that just didn't cost anything. Or you would race. You'd race from one house to the next, okay? But the main thing is you didn't need money. You just didn't need much money, okay? But now things have really just changed so much here, all right? And so the things that, as I grew up, I was a big sports fan. I played sports in high school, grade school, had a lot of fun with that. Football, my first year I played football, we didn't win one game. Oh no, we won one game. It was at the end of the year. And it was a great game. We beat an undefeated team who wasn't expecting us to show up. And we only won one game. And so, hello, Silky. Glad to have you here. And so you didn't need money, all right? And so for me, growing up, I was a big Laker fan, okay? Big Laker fan, all right? And I was also a Kansas City Chiefs fan. From Kansas City, they won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and I was in the Wolfpack Club where you could go when you was a kid and you could sit for less $2 for a game. All right. So then I moved to Los Angeles and in 1977. And back then, a Laker game in 1980 was $8 for a good seat. $8. So I would take people to the game, people who had never been to a Laker game. Okay. Now that same seat, it cost almost $300. $300. Same seat. Now in 1995, a goal line end zone seat was like $50. And that same seat now is between $300 to $500 today. And of course, you know, who can afford to go to a football game anymore? All right. Now, one of my all-time favorite things was going to Burning Man. And still is going to Burning Man. Now, the first year I went to Burning Man in 2010, you could walk up to the gate. And that first year, it was $280 for a ticket to walk into Burning Man. Now, Burning Man in 2018, the last year I went, was $470 for the ticket, plus $80 for a car pass. Just to drive on, you not only had to pay for your ticket, but it cost you $80, and I think it's $100 now. So it seems that fun isn't free anymore. And one of the things that I've really noticed is that fun isn't free, and also fun is now very competitive. And that fun has actually turned violent. And if you see these video games that have started here over the last 20 years, it's about who can outshoot somebody. And the boys and the girls have started playing this, auto theft. There's all kinds of games that I don't know about, but I never really was a video game guy. I think mine was Galaga or something like that back in the 80s. I think I enjoyed that. But again, that was about blowing up ships. And so also one of the things that I've noticed is that TV has turned games into violence, about knocking people off ledges and just trying to get a man. Just people has it's turned into that violence, as well as movies, seem to be fun. People like to go and watch people die. And this was one of the things that, has really perturbed me. And so fun has turned into an agenda. And I'm so glad that Silky, a friend of mine's here, is on right now, because she's a DJ. And boy, when she has her shows on, that's a lot of fun. So Silky, thank you for being here. But at the same time, I just want everyone to know she's still someone, and she's a burner. And so brings back fun to listening to music. And I want to thank you for that. All right. So it's turned into an agenda, and schools is not being taught to have fun. It's really strange, and it's really sad. And it's something that I hope that I can give you some more insight about turning this around for us. Okay, but first we have to identify what's been going on. And so fun now seems to be about putting people down and not building them up. And also really turning competition into fun, where somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. And so the thing is, for us to we want to turn competition into fun, which is what I have. All right. Now I want to tell you a couple of really cool stories that happened in my life. All right. And one is about a gentleman by the name of Meadowlark Lemon. Now, those of you, you probably have never heard of a Meadowlark Lemon. But now I want to tell you about Meadowlark Lemon. He was a Harlem Globetrotter. All right. And he was one of the greatest entertainment basketball players of all time. He was born in 1932, and unfortunately, he passed in 2015. Now, Meadowlark Lemon, I was living in Los Angeles, okay, at the time. So I'm living in Los Angeles. I'm out. I'm out in Westwood. I lived in Westwood for many years, which is where UCLA is located. It's kind of near Santa Monica and in between West LA and Beverly Hills and those places. And so I'm playing on the basketball court, me and a buddy of mine. And lo and behold, who comes walking up is Meadowlark Lemon. Now, Meadowlark Lemon's about, he's about 6'5", something like that, somewhere in that range, 6'5". Maybe between 6'4" and 6'6". All right. So he goes, "Hey, can I play with you?" Right. So it was my turn. I had to guard Meadowlark Lemon. All right. Meadowlark Lemon, one of the funniest guys. This guy could make a half-court shot at will. All right. So we start playing, and I'm guarding Meadowlark, and I'm like a little too close. Now, he came with this most beautiful woman, so I think he was trying to show off just a little bit, okay? Because he was a little bit older by then, so but he wanted to show that he could still play with the young cats, right? So I'm guarding him. We're at about, I think, in the middle of the 3-second lane. And he kind of moves over to get the pass, and I'm a little closer to him, and he just gives me an elbow right to the chest. And I mean right to the chest, okay? So I came back, and he's looking at me. He's looking at me, kind of funny, right? Not kind of serious. And I just yelled out, "Hey, everybody, I just got elbowed by the great Meadowlark Lemon." I mean, I'm just like yelling it out, okay? And he literally went into laugh mode, okay? He just started laughing, and everything changed. Everything just got fun. He started doing these hook shots and everything. He beat us, and he just came right up to me after we played, gave me a hug. He said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry about that. And I had so much fun, man. You just made it so much fun." I go, "Man, it's just a great honor to be being with you." And I just say I got beat by Meadowlark Lemon. And he said, "I hope I see you again." I never saw him again. But when he passed, it was very sad for me because I knew what kind of a guy he was, and he was a really great guy. And so instead of taking something so serious, it just became so much fun and be honored by playing with somebody just really incredibly great like this person. You take the fun, the competitiveness, and you turn it into fun. And so this is what my whole word here today is: to find your fun back. Find your fun back. We've lost it. We've lost it. It's been replaced with having to pay our bills, having to be so busy. Everyone's serious around us, taking everything too serious. Now, the one thing I love about burning lady people, is we always figured out how to have fun. And I miss that. We didn't have the 220 burn. We're not having the 221 burn. My whole goal is that we will have it. And by the way, I'm going to have a show on Burning Man. So now the other story I want to tell you about is this. Golf. Okay. Golf, they'll tell you, is one of the hardest absolute games to get good at. Okay. And basically, I don't have the time to play golf like I used to. And because where I live at right now, it is $200 for a round of golf to play in my area. Now we're isolated, and so it's just hard. I can't get up. So, but every now and then I get to play, and I want to bring up a good friend of mine. His name is Jerry. I won't say his last name, but he is one of my best buddies, and we always had fun. Now, Jerry's one of those guys. He's an incredible golfer, as well as a lot of my friends that are his friends, who are all really good golfers. And every now and then will let me play with him because they're busy and I'm busy, so I don't get a chance. So now, the whole thing about this was my only goal one day was to be able to outdrive my buddy Jerry. So I would put all the pressure on myself by going, you know what, Jerry? I'm just going to let you know. The day I outdrive you is the last time I will ever play golf. Now, it's a running joke with us, and I just want you to know that it's never happened. It's never happened in all the rounds that we've ever played, all right? Now, I want you to know that I was actually close once, and that's the story that I want to say. Now, my nickname for Jerry is Zip Code, all right? Because when Jerry hits the ball, he hits it in the next zip code. So I would always be looking, I'm going, uh-oh, he just hit it into the next zip code, and would always crack him up, all right? So now, my whole big issue has always been shanking the ball. Now, in case you want to know what it looks like after you shank a ball, you look something like this. Okay, so imagine my look every time after shanking the ball. All right, and this went on a lot. All right, and so now also Jerry was a really good instructor. All right. Now, one of the things, after one of my many shanks one day, and this was driving the ball, right? And he just yelled at me. He just yelled at me, man. Alpo, stop thinking and hit the ball. So I'm like, what do you stop hitting? He goes, you go up there, you do 5 swings. You're thinking too much. Get up there and hit the ball and hit it hard. And by the way, man, have fun with it. And the moment he said that, it changed my swing. Because I decided I'm having fun today. I'm going to have fun. And so from then on, I could hit that ball. I mean, on a good day, 280. I can hit it right now. I get up. And anybody who's played with me, even Jerry knows, I can hit the ball. Even now, even if I don't play for 2 years. Okay? So on this particular day, I got up there. I think it was the next round or 2 rounds, whatever it was. And I mean, I knocked that ball as far as I've ever hit it. I hit it not in another zip code, but it was really close, all right? Straight down the middle. Meanwhile, Jerry hits his over to the left, right? I'm straight down the middle. Jerry kind of hits his over to the left, and I'm thinking, oh, man, that's gonna go out of bounds. Okay, it's going to bounce over into the grass. It's not going to do any movement. So I'm driving and I'm like, Jerry, this is going to be my last shot. And he's not saying anything. He goes, no, I didn't. I'm going, no, Jerry, this is it, man. This is it. You hit the ball over to the left, right? So we get up to my ball and we can't see Jerry's ball. Okay. I'm playing with his brother too. So we both hit it. We're both like even, right? We're like even about the 280 mark. So I go over to his brother. I go, I think we got him, man. And then the next thing I know, hey, ALPOUGH! And I look, and he's 50 yards ahead. And he goes, you're not retiring today. I'm like, thanks, Jerry. See, I've never been able to retire because I'm having so much fun. And this is about this today, guys. Have fun today. Figure out some way to have fun. Take the competition out of it. Find a way this week to have some fun. Start turning these things that are against us, and there are a lot. We're all involved in keeping up just with life right now. But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, take the time today to figure out a way to have fun where it doesn't cost anything. One of the things I love is about my buddy. We're always making jokes. I'm always trying to make jokes with my wife, always trying to keep the lightheartedness in the life. And as we go forward, we're seeing more and more about how the fun is being taken out of us. So let's not let that do it. Let's be together today and let's have some fun this week, okay? Well, let's make that a theme for our happy Monday, is to have some fun, okay? I love you now. Let's see if we get some comments here. I got a few comments. Okay, here you go. Silky, I feel your comment. I feel you. Absolutely. We have to have fun. And there's another great one here. Great topic, so relevant. We need more fun and cooperation and playful competition. Money does seem to get in the way. So we don't want to let that get into our way. So I want you to know I love you. I wish you a happy Monday. I wish you a happy week. I will be back tomorrow. Same comment time, high noon Pacific. Love you and have a wonderful, wonderful fun day.